few of you have been writing asking me just what the heck are we supposed to do in the special effects assignment? And well, you may ask, because in reviewing that assignment, I realized that I didn't include the instructions. I gave you some criterion, and then I gave you some theory, and then I gave you a few videos of me kind of doing that. So let's deal with what we're talking about. What you're going to do to start with is you're going to composite a video. Now, this is a really important term, so I'm going to use it several times. Composite, right? What is that? Did you just say it? All right, composite means that if you take several pieces of film, say a spaceship and a planet and a background and a monster, and they're all separate pieces of film, and you put them together into one piece of film, make the special effect, you have composited. You put them together. Kind of like compost is when you put together like vegetables. This is like put together clips of film, compositing. All right. One of the easiest forms of compositing is green screen. Green screen is technically called chroma key. And you know how it works. Basically, what you do is you take the color green or blue if it's blue screen, and you knock it out so that it's transparent. And that way you get a really easy trace around a subject and you can put them in a background. So that's what we're going to do for step one of this assignment. We are going to create a simple green screen. So what you're going to do is you're going to start by opening up After Effects. You're going to create a new project. It's going to give you this screen here. And just a little reminder of what you're looking at. You've got the project window itself. You've got effects controls for when you want to do your special effects. You've got your area right here, which is where the video is going to go. Down here is going to be a very short timeline, not an infinite timeline, just a little clump. And that little clump is called a composition. Over here are different settings and different controls. And up here at the top are different screens and layouts for the different tasks you do in After Effects. We're going to just leave that set to standard. So let's start. We're going to start with new composition from footage. So make me a composition based on an existing piece of footage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into one of my many video folders. It's Microsoft, so they have like 2 of them. Where is it? Don't worry, I'm going to cut this anyway. Oh, it's downloads. It would be. All right, I'm going to go to downloads, right, and into a folder called VFX. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring in the chroma key footage. All right, because it was instructed to make a composition with the footage, what it's done is it's filled this screen up here, and I'm zooming in and out just with the mouse wheel. If I hold down the mouse button, by the way, middle mouse button, I can move it around with the hand tool. So what do I need to do green screen? Well, I'm going to need another piece of footage. So how do I get another piece of footage? File, import, file. Go back here, and what I've decided to do is use a little clip from The Shining. Legally acquired. Trust me on this. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag my footage of Jack Torrance down here. So I got to distinguish between, well, which is the composition and which is the footage. Well, the one that says AVI beside it got a little picture of like my media player as well. This one here is the composition. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this here, and I'm going to drag it, and I'm going to drop it right there. So it's underneath there. Why can't I see it? Well, it's underneath. So what do I need to do? Well, I need to block out this, you can't see me pointing. I need to block out the green screen. So to do that, what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to go to this little bar called Effects and Presets. And it's got all the effects that you can add on. If you double click on a title, by the way, it fills the screen. If that happens to you, just double click and put it back. There we go. The effect we're wanting is called a keying effect. That's the family. And out of all these possible effects, my favorite is this guy here called Key Light. I'm going to grab Key Light, and I'm going to drag it down to not the picture of Jack Nicholson, but the picture of me holding the green screen. And then what I do is I just drop it on top. Okay. Now what that does is up here at the top, in the area called Effects Controls, is it gives me a set of new effects that what I can add to this clip. That's a lot like Premiere Pro. I sense that this is getting too complex. It's really not that complex. Let's review the steps. What we've got is we've got the chroma key footage with the chroma key, the green screen, ready to go. Underneath that, we have placed a video that we want to appear in the vanish green screen. And then what we did is we went over here to keying. We grabbed key light, dragged it over, dropped it on the chroma key footage, and that brought up the key light options. So what do? This is the magic. We go to this thing called screen color. What color do we want to make vanish? We grab the eyedropper and click on it. Sorry, not grab. Then we move over and I click on the color green. And it's done. Like, I mean, it's not a great green screen effect, but it is the green screen effect. So if I were to play this clip, now you might be a little worried that it's lagging, but you don't have to be worried. What's happening is that After Effects is trying really hard to generate this video in real time, but it's just too complex. So you can see that the green line is moving slowly. So the first time through, it's going to take a while to get through, but then the second time you do it, it's a lot easier to see. Not bad, still a little laggy. All right, so that is step one. That is a good goal to get done by, say, Wednesday. All right, that's a lot of steps, a lot of things that you have to do. And clearly, we're going to move on from this because what we need to do next is we need to adjust the footage so that it fits properly in that screen. And then it would be really nice if the footage followed that iPad the way that it should. So next on the list is tracking, how to get one clip to follow another clip. All right, good luck with that. Send me any questions you have. Bye-bye.